What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld, and right now we're going to be showing you how to take your defense to the next level in Madden 22 Ultimate Team. I know a lot of you guys understand that I do put the videos out about the best abilities and different things that go into making your players animate for different reasons, but right now we're going to go in depth into the way that I utilize my players and how those abilities work for my team. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start off with the defensive playbook. I'm using the Rams defense specifically because I run a loop blitz out of the dime 1-4-6, and I also run 4-3-6-1. Also, additionally, the strategy cards. Now, this is something it makes people very, very upset simply because it's so hard to get them, and I understand the rage because I got lucky on the defensive side of the ball and only spent about, I think, 500K. I spent almost 3 million trying to get the offensive side. So the defensive side was easy, offensive side was hell. All right, but we're going to be focusing right now on, what goes on with the defense. So these strategy cards are very, very useful because it adds +2 speed if you get both of the rear cards. Now remember, keep in mind, look at the bottom right. Pursuit and speed is one of them, and then the other one is a different thing. They cannot stack if they're identical. So one is pursuit, the other one is tackle and speed. But you can see it's in the zone and it's DB. So that's cornerback and safeties. All right. If you get one that says CB, it's strictly for the cornerback. All right. So that's why it's not registering for your entire team. Okay, so that's going to be useful in understanding the speed increases and why the defense plays the way that it does. Now, I don't know if in the next coming months, EA is going to give you guys a different opportunity to get those things for cheaper. But for right now, it's very, very useful to add +2 speed to the players because in addition to the theme team, you're looking at +4 speed. All right, so +4 is very, very huge when you're playing Ultimate Team. Now, let's take a look at the abilities that I'm using. We're going to go to the active superstars. I'll let you guys see the superstar X factors. These really don't matter as much because it's not as like Madden 20, they were insane. Right now, it's kind of toned down to the point where they may do something, they may not. I just choose to put it on the guys that are rushing the passer because it just makes them scared when you're playing an opponent that doesn't understand, what's going on. They throw the ball faster and they get a little crazy when the guys are lit up. And then universal coverage just in case, just having somebody in the secondary, light up. That's all that is. Now, when we look at the way that we're using the AP, this is where it gets very, very interesting, okay? We're going to use edge threat on the outside rushers. Everybody else is going to get acrobat except for the user that I utilize in the 4-3-6-1. Now, pick artist is necessary because you're going to drop a lot of picks if you don't have it. Now, should you put that on every one of your players? Only if you figure out a way to keep acrobat on them as well. Acrobat doesn't always animate, but when it does, it can change the game completely. All right, lurker, you need that on any linebacker or they will not jump. They will act as if they do not have legs. Okay, so that's very, very important that you understand that. So acrobat, I'm using that over the zone KOs like flat zone and stuff like that because I don't know what EA did to the game, but it's been tuned to the point where the players don't always drop the ball, when they catch it within the 0 to 10 yard range. So it's not something that's guaranteed. I don't want to put you in a situation where you think that just because you have a KO that it's going to work every time. That is not the case. All right. So please focus on that as far as the way that is going because it's not going to work out for you in any other way. All right. If you try to go KO, it's definitely not going to be something that's going to be that's going to work a majority of the time. Deep zone KO though, I've seen that happen and with a lot more success, knocking the ball out on those deep plays. But again, if you want to go deep zone KO or, man KO, whatever you want to do, just understand, in most cases, they'll throw the ball right at your user, and depending on the animation, it may not work. But Acrobat, you will get dotted using Acrobat, but when it does work, I'm telling you right now, it goes insane. Also, if you play somebody like the low pass and do all that weird stuff, Acrobat is key, because they'll dive after it. Without Acrobat, I haven't seen people be able to play it, even when the person is manned up. And you guys have all seen that. They'll just go down and get the low pass and nobody will react. But with Acrobat, they'll dive and at least, if they don't pick it, it'll be knocked out. All right, so Acrobat and then your user, pick artist and lurker, only if you're not using a secondary player. A secondary player, cornerback or deep, cornerback or safety, they only need pick artists if you want to have something. They're going to animate regardless. But if you want to make sure you don't drop the pick, I guess it'll work like 95% of the time. It keeps going down because I keep dropping picks of pick artists. But if you want to make sure that that is something that doesn't happen to you, I would recommend the pick artist or any user. But if it's a secondary player, you do not need Lurker. So that's going to save you some AP. All right? So now let's jump over to what's going on with the defense, right? You're going to need decent pass rushers on the outside. I don't really care how you work them in. In the interior, though, Warren Sapp has been working out for me. Now, keep in mind, I'm a Raiders theme team. So I don't really, like he works because it's just, he has the final three attributes, the block shed, the power move, and the finesse move. And it's something about him where EA cheats for him. Now, I would like to add maybe an ability on him, like inside stuff. That probably makes him a little bit more savage. But right now, I got to figure out how I want to work that. Because inside stuffs are very, very unique in the fact that since EA tuned the game, you can run right at it with inside zone out of any bunch formation, and it just run right through them. So I don't know if I want to go ahead and do that, but I would recommend having heavy people at the D tackle position just because the weight and the strength, it kind of offsets. And right now with the O-line that, you could possibly boost your O-line, a lot of players have 99 strength, you will get pummeled, and the player will go for 6. So having these guys there, it definitely works. Now, you only need one big heavy person. Myles Garrett and Danielle Hunter are the other tackles in the 4-3-6-1 or inside players because they have the abilities to do that, right? So look, let's say you're not running 4-3-6-1 and you're like, yo, G, I run dime 1-4-6. Because remember, I'm doing it based on my defenses that you guys see me run live on stream. So if you're doing something different and you don't need as many linemen and you need more secondary players, the same rules apply. You want the strongest players with those 3 attributes, 90 and above. So he has 93, 97, 95 for block shed, power move, and finesse move. He meets the criteria. He's just too slow to play on the outside, right? If you don't have at least a 90 speed, don't even look at me for going on the outside, right? And you really want to go with a power rusher because the power rusher is really good. Plus, Myles Garrett has a 97 strength, so that also helps. Now, as far as Danielle Hunter goes, it's a little bit different because he's a speed rusher and he doesn't really have that high strength, but he's still another guy that has the speed and he has it above 90, 95 block shed, 92 power move, 98 finesse move. So that's the key with the pass rush, is having those players high strength, right? High strength and those 3 attributes. Now, any corner that you want to use, I'm going to just tell you, make sure that they're the fastest people that you possibly have. That's all I'm going to say. So Derwin James, he's a 99 speed, all right? It works. I don't really care about his coverages. I don't care about any of that. I just want 99 speed players that are, that can make plays and you just throw acrobat on them, right? The best safeties right now, I believe, is Isaiah Simmons and Taylor Mays. So however you want to do that, that's fine. Ronaldo Lott, for any of the theme teams that he played on, he's an absolute beast because he has stock 99 hit power. So when he hits you, you're going to feel it. And then he has a 99 speed. And then all you're going to need, if you're doing like anything with pass rush, like I'm doing, is you're going to have 2 players that can go crazy off the edge. Right now, I would tell you, Aaron Donald is a monster. I've never seen him this fast. EA actually did him like a huge W making this card because he's super fast. Right now, I'm still utilizing LT. I'm thinking about getting rid of him though, because he's still, he's outdated. So I may have to go ahead and do another change. But again, edge threats on the outside, right? To make sure that everything is good. And he still has those attributes, although his card is very outdated. But Khalil Mack is 92 speed, which probably would make a difference in the long game. Plus, Khalil Mack is heavier. So we may have to change that up. But this is the formula that you need for any defense. You need acrobats in your secondary and 2 key pass rushers with edge threat for right now, because under pressure has been nerfed. All right? Start off with this. Let me know how it works out for you. And I'll see you guys and girls next time. Enjoy your day. One love, y'all.